Peace to all on this first week of our Lenten season. In the scriptures this weekend, Jesus faced three great temptations as he went into the desert: to turn stones into bread, to throw himself from the temple and test God, and to bow before the powers of the world in exchange for earthly rule. Each temptation was an invitation to take the easy way out, to grasp for power, security, and self-sufficiency instead of trusting God. We all face these temptations, especially in the deserts and the wilderness that we experience at times in our lives, when we are faced with loss or disappointment, with sickness, when life doesn't go the way we think it should go. And we always put God to the test. In a nation filled with division and uncertainty, we're tempted to believe that material wealth and comfort will satisfy us. So just like in our personal lives, we tempt to put God to the test, demanding signs and guarantees rather than walking by faith. And we are tempted to bow before the idols of politics and power and ideology, believing they will save us. But Jesus shows us another way. He refuses to grasp, to test, or to bow. Instead, he simply trusts. And in that trust, he finds true freedom. Lent calls us to examine our own wilderness experiences, our own deserts, to name the temptations that pull at our hearts and try to resist them, not by our own strength, but by the grace of God. We can't do it alone. We can do it with God's grace. Because in the wilderness of our personal lives and our lives these days as citizens, where at times everything else seems to fall away, we discover the one true thing that remains. God alone is enough. May we have the courage to follow Christ's example, resisting the false promises of the world and clinging only to the truth that sets us free. And we do this only by God's grace. Let us pray for each other, for our world, our nation, during these challenging times as we begin this Lenten season.